think the most important thing for a leader is to listen and to think and to understand and to gain perspective, to gain understanding, and then make decisions. So it's not just one thing. It's listening, it's considering, it's deciding, and it's communicating those decisions. And I think that's extremely important, to respect the process and to allow individuals to be heard, and then a very clear direction and why.
So you think the mistakes that leaders make, in your opinion, the way that people would fall short in this way is by getting those steps out of order or not giving enough time to a particular step in the process? What is a way that someone would fail to do that effectively?
And by the way, I fail on this all the time. I've got this bias for urgency and for speed. And so, it's someone that is short circuiting those. It's someone that is giving face time to listening, but not really listening, already having made up their mind. It's someone who is making a decision and then either changing it or not communicating it clearly. And not, another one is making a decision and it not being in line with the vision, the values, the mission of the organization in which all of them are a part of. And so there's so many ways to do it wrong. And I would say that there's so few ways to do it right. And I don't have that figured out. That's just my articulation of it. And I think a very important thing that someone spoke to me, and actually it was a professor at Rice, Dr. Vikas Mittal. He said, every time your situation changes, your definition of leadership needs to change. And so if you have someone come onto your team and you're the leader of that team, whether by title or by the work that you do, even if you're a peer to that person, your definition of leadership needs to change. If in your family life, your situation changes, whether you move or something's happening at home, your definition of leadership needs to change. In your outside organizations, when you go through a strategic planning process, there's a change there. Your definition of leadership needs to change. And I think, sorry to cut you off there, Ben, but I think it's extremely important for leaders to understand their role. And so there's some things that I've grown into in my role that, I don't want to be the center of attention. I don't care to be, but there are times where this role demands that. And so I need to play that role to ensure that those who I lead are heard, are cared for, are represented. And it's not necessarily in my comfort zone to be the one that is a spokesperson or the center of attention or doing other things, but my situation has changed, and therefore my definition of leadership has had to change.
Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to stay up to date on our latest videos, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. If you're in a rush or on the road, you can still join us on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you find your podcasts. If you want to learn more about us or our guests, please visit our website at mays.tamu.edu/podcasts. Also, please check out Mays Business School's academic programs. They're the sponsors of our show, and you can find them in the description. Thanks, and gig 'em.